Hello guys, so today, 24 hours before the reset, I will show some of you guys that were asking yesterday for a team for AoE Arena without Balderon. So right now, I'll show you the other alternative, the one with Ghan, which might be better, might be worse, I don't really know, but this is the team, okay? Now, with this team, the issue is you really need to have this champ, like there is no alternative that I can think of because you really need the DPS, otherwise you will get overwhelmed. It's not like the other where you can stack some of the units. Here, you pretty much need to just use this team, okay? So, I will go through the year first, okay? Ghan, I'm running him in Invigoration with HP bonus. You can also run him in Morale, however, I'm running Constance in Morale, and really important, you need the extra block on her, okay? Extra block, then I'm running attack bonus, but doesn't really matter. She will only give the inspiration to Hatsut. Then Lubu, typical attack bonus, attack bonus, attack bonus, exclusive, and the best gear should be on him, okay? Then Ardia, typical build, as always. Pretty much like Lubu with Shatter Healed, okay? This is the best artifact for her. And what else? Hatsut, Cataclysm with pretty good pieces. My Cataclysm is actually the best set I have on the account. And Ichor Calice. You can really use the Shadow Gaze or Idril's Gaze. However, there is a slight RNG that she might die. So yeah. And the good thing that this team has is you don't really need A1 Lugu. He works at A0 better than on the old team using Balderon. So let me show you guys how it goes. This team is actually pretty good, like I really like it. I don't know if it is better, so let's hop into the fight. Now, what I was saying before, this team requires higher awakenings than the one with Balderon and better gear. So I mean, not on Lugu, but on the rest, because if you don't have Hatsut A2, for example, you will suffer quite a lot on the early rounds. I will explain to you guys now. So, when the second spider gets around here, around the like this range, you will see. There we go. We can Hatsut ultimate. We hold it quite a bit just so that the bounces hit most of the target before we hit the ultimate. Then this is the important part. We will be placing Ardia right here. So you guys will see that some of these guys will pass through Hatsut. This is where I mean that you really need good gear on Hatsut and Ardia. Because if the other guy is like super high BP and you have really bad gear on Hatsut and really bad gear on Ardia, and you're unlucky with Ardia procs because she might not get that circular blade, all these guys will come here and Ardia will have to deal with them. The thing is, if they are at like 50% HP, 30% HP, they will likely leak. That's why I'm saying that this team requires better gear than the one this guy is running with Ardia and Balderon. Now we place Hatsut Constance right here, and we just wait until these guys get close to use Hatsut ultimate. So when the second guys are right around there, Hatsut ultimate, and they should be gone. Pretty nice. Now we will be placing Ghan as soon as we can. Ghan should be looking into Hatsut, because remember we're using him in Invigoration. If you're running him in Morale, he doesn't need to be looking at the back, he can be looking front, and you can even build him with some DPS like defensive stats, but I don't really like Ghan with defensive stats, because Constance heals are not that good, so I don't want to make her heal one more champ. And as you can see with HP stats, he's usually pretty healthy. So yeah, I like to have him in just Invigoration or Wings of Grace. Next round, we just skip the first wave and then at 20 cost, we place Lubu. Now we will be ulting these guys. You can ult faster because we really need to kill this guy. This is the one that will tank the most. There we go. As you guys see, this is the issue with the team that I was showing yesterday. They are only hitting one lane each. So if you get unlucky procs with Ardia or she starts charging the ultimate, same with Lubu, you might go into this situation where you get a lot of damage just because they are only being hit by one guy, as this guy did right now. So next wave, pretty straightforward. We start by Constance ultimate, and you can ult with Ghan. It's not really needed, but if you see you're lacking damage, his ultimate will allow you to like stack more mobs right here so they don't pass. It's pretty, I mean, if your champs are properly geared, it's pretty hard that you get like many guys to pass. And if they pass, like, you can be lucky and Ardia can hit them, but in general they shouldn't. That's why also we are running the extra block artifact on Constance instead of like, I don't know, the one that gives her attack or even the exclusive. We can just run her with the extra block and we don't really care because neither Lubu or Ardia are getting healed from her. So if they're not getting healed, they are also not in range for the inspiration. So it is what it is. Again, Hatsut ultimate. She usually has ultimate for every round, okay? Now, if she doesn't, you can get her with a bit more of Rage Regen, but I wouldn't worry too much. Hatsut is there for the first few rounds. She won't do much else. This guy died earlier, so let's see if we can manage to find a guy that survived the whole 9 rounds. As you can see, RD is the main DPS. And Lubu is pretty close, but he's not getting there. Also because RD is being placed first. So this guy is 700k BP, which is crazy. So this won't survive the whole 9 rounds. Now, this thing, it has the same issue as any Chaos thing. It's pretty hard to use against Ingrid once, but let's see. Okay, so I've been trying to find one guy that survives the whole 9 rounds. And this is an Ingrid team, so I might lose, but everybody was either dying round 7 or I was losing against High Awakening Ingrids. So let's hope this guy survives the whole 9 rounds, which I don't know. I think he will beat me, like for sure, but we will see. I will do the first 6 or 7 rounds as usual because I recorded just like to show you guys how I did it, like the fight before, so it doesn't really need to be done on manual again. And I will take over at round 7 or 6. Okay, doing good so far. The problem with Ingrid is just she kills the waves so early that it's pretty hard to make a combat out of it, because when she gets the A3, the rounds where she kills the wave with the A3 procs, it's just crazy. She one-shots the wave before you can even get to the mobs. Okay, there we go. Let's do manual from now on. So here, if you want to know when to ult with Lubu, his ultimate will last 3 of these waves. By waves I mean the mob stack, so this would be the first, okay, and it will last a whole 3. You will see what I mean. This is the second one for me, not this wave, okay, I mean mob wave, and the third one, and Hatsut ultimate. Even if I die and I'm able to show you guys the whole 9 round, it will be worth it for me. So here what I like to do is Ghan ultimate when the second guy with the second wave spawns, just so that you don't really need it most of the time, but just so that the auto is recorded properly if you face like super high BP or something like that. And here Constance ultimate on the last one, just to boost our Hatsut ultimate. As you guys see, even if I'm clearing it super fast, Ingrid teams are an issue and they are just way better. There is nothing you can do about it. Ingrid is, it is what it is. and you have to deal with it. And once again, last wave, Katsudo ultimate. And now Kigiri will wipe this, but at least I was able to show you guys the whole 9 rounds. So, is this team better than the one I showed you guys yesterday? Well, in my honest opinion, if your Lubu is A3 or more, I would use the other one, because as I told you guys, Lubu A3, which I will show you right now, is a game changer. Like, it gives him the 50% execute and extra 40% damage, so it's just too much, and this allows you to run him in the front and get like super high damage. So if Lubu is A3, I would 100% run the Valderon team, but this is a pretty good alternative if you have him A0. So yeah, this is it for today's guys. I will maybe upload a video tonight or tomorrow doing some Malric rooms. That's it for today. Bye.